So I'm here today with Larry. Larry is a St. Charles resident, and behind us is his sinister black 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442. Now Larry, you've owned the car for a long time. In fact, you bought it new.
Bought it new 40 years ago.
What caught your eye about this car?
It just looked fast standing still. So unlike in 76, most cars were starting to become boxes, no style to them. So I saw this thing in a magazine and I says, that's the car.
So when you went into the dealership, you sat down, you went through the process of ordering one.
Correct.
And then the salesman called you, and what did he tell you?
He told me last year for the 455. So he says it could be a while. Well, that little while turned into June of 1976. And he says we're not going to be able to get that 455. So anyway, this car came in for somebody else and had a 350 motor into it. Told me to test drive it. Test drove it, I bought it. After 2 years of owning it though, I decided to buy a beater car and use that as my winter driver.
Yep.
In other words, so this car was basically a spring and summer car and into the fall, and after that, drive the beater.
One of the cool things about your car that stands out is on the inside with the bucket seats. What's the trick behind those?
Okay, they call them swivel buckets. Makes it nice and easy to get in and out of your car. You sit in it, push a lever, and turn the seat.
Cool.
To get out of the car, and of course reverse procedure to get back into it. When I originally ordered the car, I wanted the silver on the bottom, and so like I say, my car wasn't coming in, so this particular car was somebody else's car that they ordered. When the car was delivered, he canceled the order, lost his deposit, and so I took it with the white on the bottom. Well, now the car's been repainted, in fact just last year, and I went back with my silver. And everybody says, yeah, it looks so much better.
So it took you a while, but you finally got the car that you wanted.
Yeah, 39 years later, exactly.
And that's perfect. When you get behind the wheel and you turn that key and you go for a drive, what's it like for you?
I just feel like I'm back in 1976. Believe it or not, I mean, it's got, back in the days, you could order cars any way you wanted them. This had what they call a radio delete feature. So most of us guys, the factory radios were garbage, so you bought an aftermarket. That aftermarket and audio box is still sitting in there. I don't even know if it works anymore because I said I just love listening to the sound of my motor and exhaust. I just forget the radio, you know. It's not super high horsepower, but it's got enough grunt to get up and go, you know, and some chrome in it, not overdone. And rearrange some things in there because I want to see a motor than all this other stuff that they put into those cars back in those days. So I get a lot of comments on how neat and clean it looks all the time. So that makes me feel good.
Well, thanks Larry for sharing your story today about your 442. And if you want to see more classic recollections like this, go to dailyherald.com. So Larry, does it still look like it's going 100 miles an hour, Shane, still?
150.